I've seen some PGA Tour players throw a football and baseball before, and it's not pretty. So it kind of takes away the stereotype of are they really athletes, you know?
Okay.
And me as a former tennis player, I mean, I feel like to be the ultimate athlete, you got to be a tennis player. If you really want to, be successful in every other sport, tennis is probably where it starts. I really think so.
I got to put you on the spot real quick. Talking about hoopers, give me your starting five, Will. PGA Tour players, your starting five.
Ooh.
Yo, Beyond the Fairway to go. Dougie Fresco, Will Lowery. We out here in this thing. We on the road again. And don't forget, if you're listening right now on our Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and all that kind of good stuff, make sure you flip over to YouTube on the Crosshand page. Go ahead, like, subscribe, follow. Do all that stuff, man. You want to get Will and I Beyond the Fairway, all the angles that you can get it. You want to see what we got cracking. Will, I think you're on the West Coast right now. I'm out here in Columbus, Ohio, trying to get away from that Phoenix heat. But yo, underrated back cracking, Will.
Yeah, I mean, we in Portland. You say you trying to get away Phoenix heat. Well, that Phoenix heat is in Portland right now. That is Portland
it must
heat
be
right now. Man, 101 degrees. What it's going to be today? And
my man said degrees. I ain't never.
What? What do you say? Degrees?
You said it was 101 degrees. I was like, is there a T8?
Well, that's how hot it is, because when we picked the sites, we always try to find somewhere like a cooler venue, setting. And we went to Seattle last year. That was perfect. Everybody said it was miserable, but it was perfect. It was 7 degrees, dreary, suicide clouds. It was perfect. It was perfect. I knew the suicide. It was Jack Dempsey out there, but it was perfect. and we just knew that we were going to have similar weather here. And when we saw the weather, we was like, "There's no way in the world that's accurate." And get off the plane. It is. It's 101 degrees here in Portland, Oregon. Who would ever thunk it? And we are underway. We're doing our practice today, and we have our first round tomorrow. So
first round. Oh,
I'll let you guys know who's going to reign victorious.
But let me ask you this, Will, because I don't mean to be messy, but I have to ask.
Please let the record know that I don't know what the hell you about to say.
I gotta ask. But here you go. Okay, here it comes. Do y'all consider like underrated the live-ish tour version of like junior golf? Because I feel like the AJGA got its style and its format, but then you got this disruptive, underrated tour. They got DJs on the links. You got the flight sponsors taking the kids from site to site. You got wonderful courses to play. I'm not saying that Live Golf plays wonderful courses, but they do, relatively speaking. But I'm just saying when you compare and you look at the junior golf landscape, I kind of feel like underrated is the Live of junior golf with black people.
You know what? It's not Live. It's a positive disruption for sure.
Okay, I like how you spun that. You've been the media trainer. All right, I see that.
I mean, we think outside the box over here, and we want to give the kids the ultimate experience that make them fall in love and stay in love with the game of golf, but also have a new approach in going about thinking about the game. So hopefully, Underrated can kind of be that beacon of light to spark something different.
It's already different now. Hold on now. But no, I'm just talking about the strategy, the style, the swag of it. There is a certain swag.
But think about it though. You can't say DJ on the tee box as a point of reference to Live when PGA Tour has one event where DJs on tee box with walk-up music, right?
LPGA got one at that you did that one time.
Yeah, at the Hills Grand Vacation. So it's I mean, it's crazy how when you do any type of have diversity in thought, Live gets credit for it, and that's not always.
I feel like y'all came out before Live though. Again, exactly. A little mess. Let's start this episode off with a little mess. That's all it is.
Yeah, if you're messy right now, I'm afraid what you're going to be like as this episode continues. So,
I'm going. Yeah, I got some things to discuss.
I'll just
but let's discuss So look, last week we talked about how I feel like the PGA Tour is kind of in this lull of the season. You had a great argument where you're like, hey, there's some stories that are going to come out of this event. The lesser known players got a chance to win, et cetera, et cetera. And you didn't call it, but you actually you used the guy that won as a reference to the lesser known stories that could get out there. And Davis Thompson goes out, he sets a tournament scoring record. And well, you brought him up, he wins. It's like CT Pan all over again.
Exactly. I mean, you can feel it. Again, I like to put myself in the category as a storyteller. Kind of grab all kind of things that are happening around and kind of formulate a
Okay.
storyline, a plot,
Mm-hmm.
subplot, etc., whatever you want to call it. But when you think about Davis Thompson and his journey and what he's done over the past, I want to say 5 to 6 weeks. They say, you remember that saying that they had even when we were coming up, and I still think it's hold true today.
Mm-hmm.
Still hold true today. Is you make 90% of your earnings in a 3 to 5 week period, right? And when you think
Right.
about Davis Thompson in the last, you know, uh, uh, 5 to 6 weeks, it's been pretty solid. Myrtle Beach Classic,
Trending.
man, trendy. Myrtle Beach Classic had a T2, Memorial Top 30, T27, US Open T9, Rocky Mortgage Classic T2, I believe, and now the W. So when you think about uh, catching the momentum and taking advantage of the momentum. And I think that's what made these storylines so great because that's what put the tournament on the map. I hate to say it like that, but
Mm.
they put the tournament on the map because I didn't know anything about John Deere Classic. The only thing I knew about John Deere Classic was it was a tournament before they opened. That's all I knew. And people making their last ditch effort to get in the open. But now the tournament's 2 weeks before the open, I think on its
Yeah.
third consecutive year. So you really don't know much about the John Deere Classic now. So it's good to have these storylines, going into these the quiet season of the PGA Tour.
It's funny. I was there 2 years ago. I was on the ground for PJ Tour Live, and what's dope about that airport there in Moline is like that big ass charter jet that takes everybody from the John Deere over. Well, the last year of it, that's a big bird, man. It take up the whole airport, like
Oh,
the whole
really?
airport. It's just this is the longest plane because it takes the media, players, families, etc. So you got to get on that charter. So it I don't know. I almost
Airport
snuck
ain't
on
been
it. I
so bad.
almost went that way instead of coming back because I felt like I could have talked my way into going overseas. I don't know if I would have
Hey,
got back, but I could have got
Dougie,
there.
Dougie, Doug, if anybody knows Doug Smith, you can talk your way into some shit, and you can talk your way out of some shit.
That's
So
kind.
I
That's
think
that's a very kind. That's a very
yeah, yeah.
kind statement here. And look, we're talking John Deere wrap up, but we have to talk about Luke Clanton from Florida State, like Florida State, Florida
Oh,
State, Florida State. Woo! Because I mean, no other amateur has finished back-to-back top tens in PGA Tour events since 1958. But
mm.
as I get messy, Will,
Get messy.
I look at the opportunity that he had, and damn, did he seize it, man!
Yes,
Went out there and
yes,
balled the hell out. And then I look at
yes.
other players with different hues that have had those opportunities. Because we sit here and talk about the opportunities. So and so just needs a chance. So and so just needs a chance. Well, this MF Luke, man, he came out and said, just give me, I just need one. And I'm gonna make y'all people know who the hell I am. And I am impressed, but I'm also kind of like, damn, everybody talking about they need an opportunity. Ludwig Gobert. Like he needed just straight through. I'm talking about no chaser, straight. So that whole excuse for our black and brown brothers and sisters that they need more opportunities and more chances. Well, Luke and Ludwig, like you can say Ludwig is PGA Tour, you blah blah blah. You can say all that, but these kids are getting opportunities. Will and they ain't scared to go low.
Yeah, I mean, Luke Clanton, aka Luke Clamps, on the opportunity he is presented because I mean, when
Mm-hmm.
you think about the top 10 at Rocket Mortgage, you thought, okay, maybe they're just coming off the high of making a cut at US Open. But when he
Mm-hmm.
got this T2 over here at John Deere, I mean, he's not letting go, and that's also a shout out to what PGA Tour University is all about because it's absolutely giving these guys great, great, great prep work, getting these guys in position to attack when the opportunity presents itself. So, uh, Luke Clanton, I think he's good enough to a point to where he may not be during the PGA Tour quiet season in a couple of years.
Bro,
I mean, this
he
is just
might
it's a
he might
start.
mess around and get special temporary exemption.
100%,
Like
100%,
he's in that
as he should.
realm to not even go to Q school, to not contend. Because I mean, I don't know. I forgive me right now where the schedule is on the PGA Tour. I can pull it up, but I doubt he's going to go overseas. But he's going to take a week off because this week is Scottish, and then you've got Barracuda Championship in the Open. So he's into the Barracuda out in
Yeah,
Tahoe.
absolutely.
So it's one of those things where you go out there, you play that stable for format, and see how many points you can get, man. Because I don't see a lot of holes in this game. And another thing
Yeah,
about the young lad, got the good logo on his chest. Like,
which is dope.
we talked about it years ago about like what is good? Is it here to stay? Is it gonna last? Blah blah blah. Good is they doing some great things, man. Like these young kids, I hate to call them kids, they're adults, but these young guys, man, they've got their brand partnerships. They're now playing more and more events on TV and streaming. Like it's impressive to see this era come in because they're thinking and taking golf, approaching golf differently than hell we've all done, and changing the way that we even think about it.
Yeah, I mean, again, they kind of alluded back to what I said last week. They formed a community, and they're taking community to golf, and they're bringing people outside of the golf community into their fold. So I'm
Hmm.
proud of what Good is doing. Again, they're
Yeah.
putting they're putting golf on the map, and you can't thank them enough. But going back to
Does
Luke
it
Clayton,
pain you to
man.
say that though? Does it pain you to say that, or is it an
Yeah,
exciting
because I
thing?
mean, yeah, I mean, it pains me a little bit because when you think about the strategy that I have in growing the game to different parts of the world that don't really know golf or trying to break the stereotype of what they think golf is like, and how they did it. Pain is probably the wrong word, but it's like maybe I'm doing way too much. Maybe I just need to do a simpler way. Maybe just you
Maybe
know,
you should buy some
well,
cameras and not travel and play
yeah,
golf.
yeah. We'll make it. We'll writing a movie script on his 19th draft and TV series and
That might not be the move, man.
nobody trying
Nobody.
to do that. That Hollywood is
People.
over. Nobody trying to do that. So
It's funny. I feel like Good has in your movie analogy. A movie will entertain you for 2 hours.
yeah,
But I feel like what they're doing, they're putting out movies weekly. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking
yeah,
about how they
yeah,
shoot their content and how fast they can get it out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, they're really
And
putting
and,
up,
and, and, and
they're
that
putting shots
and that
up,
also
man.
goes to and that also go to the point. The definition of movies are changing. Like
Dude, celebrity's
movies,
changing. What a celebrity
man.
is completely changed.
And that also goes to the fact is I kind of wish some of these events that had celebrities involved, the tournament director catch on to, like you just said, celebrities are changing, because getting the 1982 Cy Young Award winner to come play in this event is not pushing the game forward, right?
Why don't you
Getting
just say Larry the Cable Guy? Like, getting Larry the
nah,
Cable
I
Guy to
mean, not,
show up.
but Larry still has a demographic
That's a
of
joke.
fans.
That's a joke.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That was a
but
joke.
yeah, getting the 78 Golden Glove, and what the bad part is, the tournament directors that are at these events, which is their flagship event and their
Yeah.
event that they own, these those are their heroes when they were younger. So it's a recycle every year. Like, God, you got that one actor that was a nominee in Dancing with the Wolves. My gosh, like he was he was he was he was best supporting in a short for the 1981 Golden Globe. Was like, God, Lee, go get Roger Steele? I mean, shit, he'll bring more eyeballs
Dude,
to what you
it's
got
interesting
going
you
on.
say that. It's just interesting that you say Roger. I was thinking about Roger talks a lot. He talks actually more than me, for the record. I just want to put that out there. You
I
can
don't know
quote
about
me.
that. I don't know about that.
He does. Roger talks more, and he records himself more than me talking. So he's got me crushed. But here's the thing: Roger said something that I thought was dumb as hell. But as I've thought over it on time, it might be genius. Remember we did that live where we were talking about, growing the game, black golf, and blah blah blah, or being left out of the Myrtle Beach thing because we didn't have YouTubes, et cetera, whatever. He said that all these, professional black golfers should leverage the APGA tour to create content and then work to monetize the content so they can play in more and more tournaments. I thought that was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard at the time. As I'm thinking about it, Will, one of the few things in this world that I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon, it's only going to grow, is content. And Roger might just be a little more advanced in his thought process than I concluded. Because look, you wrote a movie, and I can't wait to see you get it shot and produced. But making like little mini series and matches and shit, you can do that on an iPhone with a nice mic. And these companies, we talked about branding and brand involvement a couple of weeks ago on the show. Dude, that it's starting to look like that's way more the wave, bro.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you think about the Negro Leagues, the Negro Leagues was doing something different at that time. It was a separate, isolated form of baseball, and there were certain people that had that type of appetite, And I'm thinking, there's still multiple ways to attack this, and how Roger's doing the content space is phenomenal. So he's definitely getting the game out there, and it was you think about Roger, you think about from a clothing standpoint of Eastside Golf. It's funny. It's funny as I mentioned Eastside Golf, Doug. So I was in Columbus, Ohio, trying to catch up with you, and you got Ghost on me. You got Casper on me. I couldn't find you. You're on mute. I don't know what you're saying. That's how I know the guys know you was on bullshit, because you went mute and you didn't push the button.
All cap.
No, that's not cap. So anyway, I went to Columbus to try to come find you. And I end up I didn't find you, and I end up going to a Young Jeezy concert.
How the hell did you get to a Jeezy?
I don't know, Doc. I can't explain it, but I have been in that environment a long time. I mean, it's kind of tough going from it's kind of tough going from the country club to the club.
You was putting on for the city.
I was putting on for the city, dog. I went from hitting snowman's on scorecard to hey in the middle of the club snowman, and it hit me full circle, because I'm in the middle of the club waiting in line for some waterfalls, and one thing about golf, you know how you do your swing, you just kind of mimic a swing. You
little air swing, just a little
air swing. And I'm in there, and I heard, "Hey, my nigga, you got your hands backwards." And I'm like, "Brother, you don't know me like that." Oh, maybe I do. Big fella, big dude. We're gonna challenge him. You're right. I got my hands backwards.
Yeah, but look. It's the first time you switched.
It was so funny because it was full circle, because I'm looking at him and I'm like, "What you know about golf?" And then I had to size him up real quick, and then I saw Eastside Golf on his shirt. I was like,
at the Jeezy concert.
Bro, that's when I realized, like, okay, this is good. This is good, because if something pop off, I can jump in his golf cart. It was good. It was cool. It was cool. But yeah, man, it was good seeing Jeezy and all that. It was fun.
Hey, man, look. Hey, when golf apparel makes it to the club, there's a certain level of arrival.
Hey, no offense, Fitz, you ain't seen good no Jeezy concert. I see.
That's not.
I see no good.
Hey, look, they probably had a pop up on the concourse.
Hey, the crazy part is there was 2 golf brands in Young Jeezy, and they really need to take advantage of how we move, Doug, how you and I move, and we go in different areas. You had Eastside Golf at Young Jeezy, and you had Johnny O, because I'm the only one that got a collar shirt rocking Johnny O.
Out there West Coast and smooth. I'm screaming. I'm screaming, dog.
Oh, I should have got beat up so many times. They had a surfboard up. Man,
The dude with the
I
surfboard
just
with the
got beat
luck.
up twice, dog.
I think, hey, that's probably one of the few times Dread saved you. They was like, he got dreads though.
I'm like, I put on for my city. Yo, just getting this. It was funny. It was funny.
Oh man, Will, shank of the week, man. We gotta give it away to somebody, man. What you queuing up this week?
Shake of the week goes to parents who are way ahead of their child's golf career. So this is a universal shake of the week.
Okay, everybody included.
Everybody included. White, black, mama, dad. If you are getting ahead of your child's golf career, you are absolutely messing this shit up. It's just that simple. Is on the precipice of messing things up.
At what age though you messing it up though, Will? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's your shake of the week. My bad. I got questions.
No. I mean, my shake of the week, unlike yours, my topics I want to be inclusive. Yours, you just ramble and don't let me talk. So I want this to be cohesive, right?
Fair.
So I just think that, you know, when you're in that 13 to 15, 13 to 16 realm, I think it's a fine line between wanting your child to be successful versus wanting your child to be successful because we have the opportunity to get some bread. It's kind of tough, right? You know, parent and thing about it, that's when the parents start thinking they're looking for that paper off minimal success. You know, and then you start hearing the college coaches and brands. All the college coaches, not all of them, but majority of college coaches and brands, for some reason, reach out to me right after they get finished talking to a parent. It's the funniest thing, right?
It's great. It's a good spot to be.
It's crazy. Like, you know, saying, you believe what such and such said to me. They're asking for this, or the brands like they're asking for that. In the grand scheme of things, yes, you see success, but they haven't shown the success to the point to where the brands are really going out to find them, right? And I feel like I'm always defending these families, and I am, because I love the families, and I'm specifically talking about black and brown here, the black and brown golf community. I'm defending these families like,
there go
yo,
the comments.
yeah, I know, and I
Comments
don't
just
mean no
went to
harm. It's out of love, but I'm defending these families like, yo, you know, they're a good family. They're just looking for, to get some get back from the hard work and money investment that they put into their child. But I'm also scared that the child may can see that, like, is my parents looking at me because they believe I can make it, and this is a passion that my parents instilled in me at a young age, or is it like, man, they really trying to get this bread? So I really want these parents either go take a class of how branding and how all that works, or really go seek an individual that you can use as a professional service provider for NIL activities. Just that simple. Because it makes you want to root for the kid, but not root for the family. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. Like, I want you specifically, little Johnny, to be successful, but everybody else around you and with you, I don't care so much.
Yeah, I mean, because it makes it seem like it's not, the love for the game is gone, and
I feel like that with Lucky Cruz's dad. That's how I feel.
Oh,
I'm right there with you, because like I love Lucky. I want Lucky to succeed and play at the highest level, but I almost don't care for Lucky because his dad is too, like, look at me and my son. Like, if you have to look at my son, let me say something. I'm in golf. I see your son. I see who's coming up. I got Will Lowery, who's like the head of young black golf I talk to every day. I have eyes deep in junior golf. What I don't appreciate is these parents, like Lucky's dad. I don't even know his name. Lucky, I'm calling him parent of Lucky. That's what I'm gonna call a dude's name. Don't DM me stuff about your kid. I understand that there's a level of I'm putting on for my child. I love my kid. I get that. I got one too. But don't do it and annoy people to the point where I don't give a damn about your kid. Because what if I want to help Lucky? What if I got $100,000 in my pocket right now and I want to help a junior golfer? You think I'm going to give it to Lucky with his annoying ass daddy? Absolutely not. So in your shank of the week, I'm just putting a specific face to it, that a parent can also block a child's blessing. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's the impetus, Will. And look, you want to get a little deeper? Let's get a little deeper. Mr. Cruz sent me this from his son's Instagram page. It says it's just a picture of my son shooting scores.
Okay. I didn't know why this came from Lucky.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna put it out. Look, parent of Lucky, why are you sending me this? From Lucky Cruz's page. Okay, it's fine. I understand that Lucky has been managed by his dad and blah 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 blah. I get that, right? I'll probably do the same thing. But what I'm not going to be doing is speaking on my son's behalf behind this sheath of Instagram. Like, have your own freaking page, sir. And if you do, use that one. Don't DM from this account. But check this out. This is what he says to me. I said, parent of Lucky, why are you sending me this? Honest question. Why are you sending me this? I don't. At the time, I didn't care.
Lucky's a good player. Lucky's a good player because
I know Lucky's a great player.
Great player.
I know. Yes. We talk about Lucky.
Great player
all the time. Yes. Fantastic player. Shoot numbers. I put bread on him to win if I could bet on junior golf. But check this out. This text also reads, and I'm gonna screenshot it and put up on the screen because I'm putting people on blast today. I don't care. You can bring it back if you want to smoke. I'm good with it. It says, recognize greatness, Dougie. First of all, it's Doug E. Period, not Doug I.E. Dumbass. So look,
he does not
recognize greatness. I acknowledge that your son is a fantastic player. I do recognize greatness, but also recognize a parent that's going to block their son's blessing if they don't get the hell out of my freaking phone. So then he says, this is what pissed me off, Will. Funny how we don't get that response from Claude Harmon or Hank Haney on their podcasts and socials. He says this right here. Look, parent of Lucky, why are you sending me this? Where he had an opportunity to explain himself. But rather than explain himself, he chose to say, recognize greatness, Doug. Funny how we don't get that response from Claude or Hank. I gave you an opportunity to explain why you sent me this. I asked this N-word, an honest question. Sir, why are you sending me your... Look, there's not a lot of... Look how much stuff that he sends. Look, this is a lot of stuff here. And then I said, I'm not Claude or Hank, which is a statement of pure absolute fact. I'm melanated. He responds, facts, all good. Is it, sir? Is it all good? Let me know. I'll give you my... Matter of fact, I'm going to text you my number so we can talk about... I'm just pissed because that's the prime example of a parent that is going to keep their kid from greatness when the child has everything they need to be a freaking constellation. Not a star, a constellation. Don't block your blessings. Sorry. Look, I love you, Will. I know you play the PC in this realm. Fuck that. I'm done. I'm sick of that dude. I'm sick of hearing about that dude. Shut up and play golf.
Yeah, Lucky's a great player.
Well, I hope his luck change. I hope his daddy's luck about to change.
And for those who may not know who Lucky Cruz is, he won Notable Gay, also won the 2023 season-long points race on the Underrated Golf Tour.
Superstar
hell of a player.
Kid.
Superstar kid. Got all
wonderful. Got all amazing.
Has all the skill sets to be he's already elite golfer, but go to the next level being elite golfer. So
like Lucky could be the one. Lucky could be the one to break this 50-year drought. I'm just saying. I believe that, but I don't believe in his parents.
I believe it too.
His mom must be fantastic because if his dad's like this, somebody's got to balance the scales.
I mean, yeah. So that kind of
caught you off guard, Will. You were not ready for that, Will. You were ready to come in spicy.
That goes back to the parents can sometimes can get in the way of, like you said, the blessings of the talents that these kids have to where they can really catapult to the next level. And,
why do I want to help the kid if I got to deal with the dad?
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of college coaches, but you know what though? It's funny you say that, Doug. There's a lot of college coaches that I speak with and brands that I speak with that ask that same very question. Why I want to help the kid
not of
out,
Lucky. We're not talking about Lucky in that.
No, we're not talking about Lucky. Yeah, we're not talking about Lucky and them, but there's a lot of college coaches and brands that are asking that question. Like, I want to help the kid out, but they're too much. The parents are too much. Their parents are too much, and again, as far as the money and the bread, that's why I'm saying please seek professional service provider for your NIL activities.
Matter of fact, call Crosshand. Call Will Lowery. Let Will. Won't you like just let people know your services are available and take a consultant fee? You be the middleman.
Yeah, Yeah, well,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Will Lowry's available. We run everything through Crosshand. Matter of fact, we're gonna start a whole little NIL situation. Hell with it. We do it with
But
your LLC.
it's hot up in this day. So yeah, God bless. Love everybody. Good night. Jesus is Lord.
Hey man, I was coming in hot, man. I got I'm sorry. I just don't want people to sit here and think that we go through all this stuff, and we don't care. Like we just, some guys that sit here, like we the same cats, bro. Like I can't afford to play golf in Phoenix. Like I know I'm
Yeah,
living the struggle that everybody is having right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like when people try to like typecast me as if I'm not of or come from some shit. Like, dog, don't try me, man. Like that's all I'm saying, bro.
yeah,
I'm not in the mood for that
yeah.
shit no more.
One of the high percentage shots that we have that I can't do and Doug you can't do is
What?
to dunk basketball. And Davis Thompson, as we just mentioned, who just won the John Deere and also who has made just over $6 million on the PGA Tour in this season, can dunk a basketball. Did you know that,
Right
Doug?
now? He can dunk it like right now? Like he's
I mean, he's a
we
pure
got is there
athlete.
I don't believe it. I need to see some proof.
Here's what I want to say. This it's good that we just saw him dunk this rock. He's probably one of the few athletes. I'm probably gonna get it after this. He's probably one of the few athletes that are actually playing golf.
Wow. At few athletes.
Yeah,
See, I aimed at one person. You aimed at a lot of people right there. There's gonna be a lot
I mean
of
he's one of
people
the few
offended.
athletes that are actually playing golf.
I'm borderline
Right?
offended right now by that statement because I
Yeah.
feel, it's all right.
Can you
Go
hoop,
ahead.
dog?
Can I hoop? Hmm. That's a good
Are you
question,
an
Will.
athlete? I mean, well,
We're
I
gonna
may
have
say
to
this.
we're
I'm not
gonna
saying
have
you're
to
an athlete. I'm not
unlike
saying that.
some
All I'm
people, I
saying,
will play you one-on-one. We can do that. We'll shoot it for some content.
I mean, just don't get all serious, man. Don't be trying to fight me after that shit.
No, but we can throw some J's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Can I
Yeah.
hoop? I have I have tendencies. I have moments where, I could have tried if I was taller. Would have been good. But no, I can shoot. I'm a shooter, man. I'm beige Curry. So
Beige Curry, hilarious. I love that. I love that actually. Um, uh, I would like to see. I would like to see more. I would like to see the athletes on the PGA Tour uh, present themselves. I would
I
love to
just
see
feel like
them.
you need to say people that can hoop. If we're just talking about basketball, like
Yeah, I
because you
mean,
keep saying athletes and talking about basketball, we're the hoopers. So we just say hoopers on the
no,
tour.
I mean, but I'm kind of say athlete because I don't.
All right.
I've seen I've seen some PGA Tour players throw a football and baseball before, and it's like it's not pretty. So it kind of takes
All right.
away the stereotype of are they really athletes, you know?
Okay.
And
I
me as a tennis player, me as a former tennis player, I mean, I feel like to be the ultimate athlete, you got to be a tennis player. If you really want to, be successful in every other sport, tennis is probably where it starts. I really think so. Um, Sergio Garcia, former PGA Tour player, tennis player.
hold on before we transition. Because I need to I gotta put you on the spot real quick. You're talking about hoopers. I'm assuming you already gonna take Davis. Give me your starting five, Will. PGA Tour
Ooh,
players, your starting five.
ooh, starting five.
Now starting five
All right,
PGA
all
Tour
right,
players from Will Lowry.
all right, all right. I'm gonna go with
I know
Tony
production
Finau.
help. Hold on. First of all, we got producers trying to
Yeah,
give
stay out
hints.
of this. Stay out
No,
of this.
no,
Stay out of this.
no.
I
We
can't
don't
even
want
see
no
the production.
production
I
help.
can't see the production look.
Good,
I can't see the production.
good, good. You picked what he said anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tony. I mean, we all know Tony
Look, and they
Finau.
don't
Tony
have to
Finau.
hoop. They just have to appear like they could.
Yeah, no, we got a peer that they can hoop because I don't know all of them. So I say Tony Finau. I mean, got to say David Thompson. We just saw his clip. I don't know if he can hoop, but I'm only picking him because he's a tennis player. A good tennis player is Matt Kuchar. Matt
Cooper got
Kuchar
height though.
is
You need some height.
he got height, but he's a tennis. I'm telling you, if you're a tennis player, you can play just about any sport in the world. Um, I'll probably go with only because he likes tennis. I mean, he likes basketball. I might have to go with Jordan Spieth. I think Jordan Spieth got a little game to him.
Yeah, Jordan do look a little. Remember, we was talking to his parents. I think his parents were saying that he could hoop.
Yeah, he might be sneaky, John Stockton-ish.
Okay. Oh,
You know,
I like that.
And probably my fifth player would probably be. That's a great question. That fifth player might be.
Not easy. It's not an easy question.
Easy. That fifth player might be. Can I pick somebody who was on the PGA Tour?
You could pick professional golfers.
Let me go. Let me go Koepka. I think Koepka could be a hooper.
I was going. Yeah. Look, while you've been talking, I've been over here thinking. See, I was thinking about positions. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking like Harry Hall. I need Harry Hall.
Harry Hall.
Because he's big and he look like he can box out and get rebounds. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking of a team, not just people that can play. I got to fill spots.
Okay. You want to build you a Hoosiers.
I got Denny McCarthy running the point.
Denny McCarthy at the point? Why you got Denny McCarthy?
Go look up Denny McCarthy basketball. Cause it's cold.
He hooper.
And then two, I'm kind of mad that you left him out. I'm taking Gary Woodland.
Gary Woodland was a hooper, right? I forgot about him.
3.
Yeah.
So I got Harry Hall, Gary Woodland. Tony Finau is going to be in there at 4.
Okay.
And then I like the Kuchar pick. And then I'll throw Davis in there, right? Like, I'll throw Davis. Yeah. So Davis, whoever I just said, that's what I'm going with. Harry Hall, because he look like he can get some ribbies.
My sixth man would probably be Patrick Welch, my man's Crosshand guy on the Corn Fair.
Corn Fair. Yeah, he was
a hooper as well. But we did
leave out from the heart though. You picked from the heart, right?
Yeah, I picked from the heart. I'm a little soft.
Yeah, I see that.
Hey, I'm not soft like I don't close the refrigerator door with my hips, but I am a little soft. But I would say this though. I would say this. We did leave honorable mention. We didn't mention Dustin Johnson. I think Dustin Johnson was a hooper too.
Dustin's cold. I'll give it to Dustin, but I'm trying to build a team. I didn't have a place for it. It's like you picking. I feel like when you talk about position and players, it's either Dustin or Tony. Like you can't have. Yeah. I feel like you can't have them both on the court at the same time. Like
damn, Red R back. What the man? You really going that deep? Gee whiz, I'm just picking 5 I know you're trying to run a flex offense.
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to run triangle too. Shoot, forget that. I need stamina. I need rebounds. I need guys that can spot up. I need freaking guys that can dominate the paint. Anyway, sorry. Okay, well, proceed to Sergio. What's Sergio Garcia? What do you do?
Sergio's got good hands, and I know that from tennis in the short game. That's all I know. I don't know if he can hoop.
He's Spanish. He got good hands.
He's Mano Giuliani. I butchered that name, but that's my guy. Mano Giuliani. No, who's Giuliani?
Mano Ginobili is.
Mano Ginobili.
Okay, that's wow.
I think I'm still recovering from Giuliani being all in the tabloids, and I'm recovering from Giuliani being on Big Break. Shout out to Andrew Giuliani that was on Big Break back before his dad messed up.
Man, you funny, man. What you gonna eat at Giuseppe's next just to get the Giuliano, Ginobili, Johnny Versace? Like I said, Gianni Versace. I hope other people think that we are as entertaining as we think.
Hey, first you gonna get beat up by Lucky Dad. Giuliani gonna sue me.
Ginobili's gonna take up golf and swing cross.
Ginobili gonna text me like, spell my name right. One of the 42 viewers that watches this.
You're gonna get a text from Tony Parker like, why you misspell my guy's name? Why you mispronounce his name? Oh man. Anyway, look, Scottish Open, we going overseas with it. We got a little quick stint over there on the other side. I call it Henny side. That's what we call that side. Shout out to Henny Koyak, all the things she's doing over there. Back to teaching. I saw her posting swing videos and stuff. Henny, what is going on over there? Yeah, she out here playing now.
Skillis is getting her right. Shout out to Skillis and all those folks over there for sure.
Hey, today. Look, it is not Shameless Plug Wednesday. Okay, so you over here plugging.
Oh, it's not. Okay,
you got to wait for this. We ain't there yet.
We ain't there yet. Hey, but we did give away some free plugs. Go check out the episode 2 episodes ago where we just shouting everybody out.
Man, everybody got love. Hey, speaking of love and shouting out, shout out to Troon Golf, Columbus Country Club for allowing me to be there and play and practice and enjoy the facilities as I'm here in Columbus, Ohio for the month. I appreciate that. Family appreciates that. Will, you're more than welcome to come and help me make the members nervous with two minority faces. But anyway, I appreciate the privileges that I've received, and it is valued.
Hey, let me ask you a question. It's so funny when you have privileges, like when you have playing privileges. Do you walk on eggshells when you have playing privileges at the golf courses?
So here's the thing, and I might be going too deep here, but I don't care. We can cut it if I don't like it. I was a full-fledged paying member at Columbus Country Club when I used to live here.
Different.
So I was a member there for 2 years. The GM there that ran like F&B is the guy that ran F&B when I was a member is now the GM. And technically, because I paid my initiation fee, and then when I left the club, I moved. So it wasn't like there was some, negative experience. I moved out of Columbus, and so technically, I've paid I've paid my initiation. So if I wanted to pick up like national membership or something like that, I could. So I'm in this like weird, quasi space where I used to be a member and they'll let me play there as a member while I'm here for the month. So, but the answer to your question is, Will, good and goddamn well, there's nowhere I go where I walk on eggshells. Not anymore. I'm not doing that shit no more. I used to when I first joined. You're a new country club member, Will. When I first joined at Columbus Country Club, I remember walking through the staging area, and there was a lady. I don't have to classify the race. She set her bag down and said, "Can you get these on a cart for us?" First day, like first time I showed up to the club as a full member. I'll never forget this moment. And she, so I was such a dick. So she leaves the bags, but she continues to walk. Like she drops the bags and she's as like an afterthought, "Hey, put these on a cart for me." So I stayed by the bags until she came back out. And then she came back out. I said, "Is this how all the members get treated here?" And she was like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry." I was like, "Yeah, member."
Yeah, that's
True
dope.
story. Like I really waited for her to come back and chop out of her. Hey.
Well, I just joined a country club and I'm on a driving range. Yeah,
By the way,
just joined a country club. I was on a driving range and a couple of the outside staff asked who you're a guest of today. I was like, I'm not a guest. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Me and staff, we're getting there. Get there.
Look, next episode, Will, we're gonna have Tales from the Country Club, and we're gonna. Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put together a scenarios, maybe a white sheet for country clubs when you do have a member that might not look like the people that you're used to serving. We're gonna get that together for you. So next week,
the sheet, and the sheet's gonna be titled "The Things You Don't Say,"
or make sure you educate your staff about just new members consistently. But I also think that's a shortcoming of country clubs. They really do not communicate like new membership.
They don't.
Like
they don't
like
because
that, and I think that starts at the top. Like honestly, like that's just real talk. But anyway, Beyond the Fairway, listen, like, subscribe, man. Dougie Fresco with Lowery. Will, always a pleasure. And thank you for being my friend and just letting me roast kids.
No, man.
I we'll see what stays.
I love you, dog. I will go into a bar fight and get beat up with you. That's how much
nice.
I love you.
But see, I got hands, so I might get beat up, but I'm gonna get mine first. I'm just saying.
Well, I haven't gotten fights in probably '98, so I know I'm getting beat up. So I'm just letting you know. These bones too old to be fighting.
Yeah, last time I got in a fight, I was too drunk to fight back and lost. So woke up with broken glasses and a black eye. True story. Can't make it up.
Last time I got a fight, I got beat up, and I think I apologized to him just so he won't beat up no more. Like it's just like, bro.
It's like you've had look. Will, you was getting beat so bad. You was like, "You've had enough, sir."
Like, how many How many more W's do you want from one person? That's actually cowardless, if you ask me. That's a sign of a coward.
Talking shit after you got your ass beat. That's funny.
You think I'm John Deere and Rock and Morty Classic? No.
You beat me up like this?
All right.
Only here, Beyond the Fairway.
Yes.